What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I got to spend some time and address something that I noticed earlier today at the weigh-ins. I'm definitely looking forward to the fight, and I want to talk about the cruel side of boxing. Now, a lot of people sometimes forget we get so caught up as fans in the sport of boxing. Sometimes we forget that this is a fighter's life, this is their livelihood. It's easy to sit back from a bystander's point of view and see someone get knocked down and be like, oh shit. But you got to think about the fighter. Boxing is highly psychological, both before the fight, during the fight, after the fight, just depending on what happens. And at the weigh-in today, first of all, let me talk. I'm talking. This video is about Chad Dawson, and I really like bad Chad Dawson, but I didn't even know the motherfucker was fighting until a couple days ago. And he was a guy who was prominent in his division at 175. And I had no clue that he was even fighting. He's going to be on Showtime Extreme. So make sure you check that out before the triple header. And I'm looking at him at the weigh-in, and he just looks soft. He just looks doughy. And it's disappointing because, as you see throughout this video, his last fight with Adonis Stevenson, he was shredded. He looked very lean. He looked in great shape. Now he just looks like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just if I'm going off the eye test, looking at his body, it looks like he's just like, fuck it. I'm here to collect the paycheck. And again, this saddens me because I like Chad Dawson. I think he's underrated for his boxing ability. Some people are going to look towards the Andre Ward loss or the Adonis Stevenson first round knockout and almost forget about Chad Dawson's skills and his ability. And it's just sad because this happens in boxing. Sometimes a guy could be on top of the world, undefeated. He takes that first L, and then he might not be the same person, i.e. Roy Jones Jr. The motherfucker was undefeated from late 80s all the way to like mid to early 2000s. And Antonio Tarver knocked him out, and then he lost his very next fight. So confidence is huge. And when you take that crushing knockout loss, like Roy Jones, like Chad Dawson, sometimes you're never the same fighter. And there's countless examples of this. So we're going to see. Chad Dawson will be fighting tomorrow. We'll see. But just based on the eye test, looking at him at the weigh-in, it just looks like he's missing something. Even his lineup looks fucked up. Like, look at his beard. He looked like he took some pride into coming to the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? He went to the barber, got lined up real quick. And this fight, he just looks like Scruffy McGruffy and like, fuck it. So we're going to see. Like I said, it sucks because Chad Dawson, he was a lineal champion in his division. When he fought Andre Ward, he came down a weight class because I guess that's the way he called Andre Ward out. So he didn't lose his titles. But then after Adonis Stevenson knocked him out in a crushing fashion, he lost all his titles. And then we know what happened next. Adonis Stevenson has been sizing up and blowing through his competition. He had some trouble with Funfara. I don't know if they're looking. We have to see how he looks tomorrow, but I don't know if they're eager to make a Adonis Stevenson Chad Dawson rematch. I don't even know if he wants that. It's crazy just to see him come into the weigh and look like this. This is a guy who, through all his ups and downs, he looked like he's always in good shape and good conditioning. Now he just looks like he gave up on life type shit. He's not some people are like, Ego, you're being hard. No, I'm not being hard. I'm basing it based off of what I'm accustomed to from that fighter. Same thing with Pacquiao. If you watch the Pacquiao-Bradley fight, he did not look the same. Pacquiao looked soft. He didn't look like he had the same physique that he normally has. Like if you watch Pacquiao's weigh-ins and stuff, he looks real shredded, always in good shape. So when you build that reputation for this how I come, you know what I'm saying? I'm flexing. And then all of a sudden you derive from that. Yeah, people are going to notice it. So for Pacquiao standards, he looked like he was in bad shape. Not to anybody. You know what I mean? The average person, he was in better shape than the average person. But for Pacquiao standards, it wasn't good. Same thing with Chad Dawson. He's not in horrible shape. He doesn't look obese, like morbidly obese or portly like that. I'm just talking about from what I'm used to seeing him as. He just looks real soft, real doughy, like he's down on his luck and shit. And that's what these knockouts do. Sometimes people get, like I said, knocked out and they are no longer the same fighter. You could take other losses, Jean Pascal and all that, but getting stretched like that and making people making memes about you and replaying your shit over and over again, the highlight reel. And you got to think about it. Boxing takes a strong individual in general, and some people aren't built to last in the sport of boxing. When the going gets tough, you got guys like Zab Judah, Victor Ortiz, possibly Chad Dawson. They're going to mentally check out, and they're not necessarily the strongest mentally, which is their downfall. You know what I mean? Guys like Jermaine Taylor, like what do these fighters do when the going gets tough? You know what I mean? They look for that bailout, that government bailout plan. And you know what I'm saying? You can see that with Chad Dawson, he's had like 11,000 trainers in 6 years or whatever. He was with Floyd Sr. and this person, and he didn't stick with any of them. So that goes to show you a little bit about his stability. There's other people like Miguel Cotto who's changed trainers kind of frequently, but not as much as Chad Dawson. Anyway, good luck to Chad Dawson. I'll be anxiously awaiting to see if he looks like even remotely close to the old Chad Dawson. Let me know what you guys think of these pictures. I just think it looks like he fell off. Looking forward to tomorrow's cards. I'll definitely watch all these fights. Let me know if you guys have Showtime. If you have any questions, leave your predictions. I already put out my prediction video. Make sure you like the video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego, signing off.